As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the teams not going to benefit at all. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to... Jackson, first play, gonna throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll down and 3. Now Lamar changing the look. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. He's able to get a yard out of that one. Now 2nd and 9. On the option right is Jackson. And I think the ball's out. And this is but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover. If you give up the football, you gave up the football. Well, agree to disagree, I guess. Can you tell what I played? Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go. I took a shot. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of... I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can't find anywhere to go, and Donald gets the sack. On 4th down, on his Logan Cook to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give them the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he downfield. That's a pretty good play. But you've got to do it in your own backfield. I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well. That is caught. something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll give this one to Kelce. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one will fall.
It's at your disposal that we don't often talk about it. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals now still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a healing and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And this is fielded just short of the goal line. Tennessee offense about set, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Meanwhile, they take a shot,
But it winds up incomplete.
following the incomplete pass. Here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another 16-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take it in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair.
This ball game, a good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort in this game?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Take Dell now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just
defense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Him in the slot, he catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a strong run time and a Cincinnati first down. They run it again with Kamara. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp.
The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Kamara. And he will be brought down at about this. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met.
Defense, I think, in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The quick slant caught. The catch good for six.
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Jackson's going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate. You should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tears first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Here comes second down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
Completions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this play will be blown up. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. Inside the timeout. Back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down. The number for the game is inside the 25. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10. just inside.